What's going on, everybody? Josh, StarterRainGutterBusiness.com. Today I wanted to show you guys some tips and tricks on everything I've learned in the past on doing bay miters or basically any custom corner besides a right angle, 90 degrees. So let's get going. All right, so the most popular ones that I run across as far as like bay windows and, just kind of irregular corners are bay miters. So like it'd be a 15-degree cut or a 22.5-degree cut on your gutter, which equals an actual corner of 30 degrees or 45 degrees. So talking like a little bay window that pops out of the house, or like some houses have turrets, or just some weird, maybe sometimes the house is built at a 45 or a 30 degree, like to the garage or something, and you got to connect that corner. So obviously the simplest way to do it is just to use a strip miter. You still need to find the angle before you hand cut the corner to put this bay miter on. And just to kind of give you guys an example, this is a normal strip miter for a 90-degree corner, and this is a bay miter. These are made for, they work pretty decent on both 45 and 30-degree corners. So just kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So the first thing that you need to do when you come to a job with one of these on it is figure out the exact angle of that, the corners on that bay window on the fascia. So the best way to do that, we're going to put a link in the description, is just an angle finder. A little tool that you put on the fascia. It gives you the angle of the corner. So you take that angle, divide it by 2, because you have 2 pieces coming into each other and they're splitting that corner cut, and snip away, just using your speed square to mark it out. So like I said, we'll put a link in the description to a really cheap, easy angle finder to use that I've found. They make, nicer ones up to like $100 that some of them are just confusing. So I just wanted to show you guys some simple ways to get these done. So one way to get an angle on the building that I found, if I don't have my angle finder with me, is to just take a piece of cardboard, like off of a downspout box or whatever, put it up on the fascia, trace that fascia out on the cardboard. So I'll just put some random lines on this cardboard here. So say this is your corner. So you basically put this thing up, you traced it, now you have this to work with. So you need a speed square to make this work. But if you take one of these lines and extend it, then take your speed square and figure out what this angle is, that tells you the actual angle of the corner. So this, I kind of just threw a random number on here, but this is close to 60. So that would mean this would need 2 30-degree cuts to make this corner work, this corner right here, with a strip miter. So kind of a cool trick that works pretty well. It's nice because you can get nice long lines from the fascia, and then you just extend those lines with a straight edge. Works pretty good. I'll bring you guys over to the whiteboard and kind of show you another way to get a good idea of what those corners are on like a turret or something that sticks straight out of the house.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. Dave with Starter Rain Gutter Business. While Josh is up on the ladder, I'm in the office doing sales and marketing. And we really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. And we've had a lot of people asking us about the business side of Starter Rain Gutter Business and how to do that. And we have some great courses and some great content. Check in the description below to get more information.
Okay, so this is going to be the top view. So let's imagine we have a turret that we have to work on, and it's an octagon. So it has 8 sides. Do my best to draw octagon here. A circle is 360 degrees. So if you take a circle and divide it by each one of these corners, which would be 8 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Divide that by 8. That gives you, take 360 divided by 8, that gives you the degrees of each one of these corners, as long as this thing is symmetrical. So that's one helpful thing that I use when I get to a job with a turret or something. A lot of times the house has something like this, like sticking out of the side of the house. And so these are coming straight out of the house, and then you have the, like some fancy windows or something here. So these are sticking perpendicular out of the house. These are parallel with each other. So this would be half a circle, 180 degrees. You divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4. That means these have 45 degrees for each corner. So then if each corner is 45, you divide that by 2 because you have these 2 gutters meeting that corner. So you split that angle with each gutter. So then you would cut those gutters at 22.5 degrees to make that corner. And then slide your bay miter on. Or if you were doing a custom corner with, like the tabs hand fit together, then you do it the same way, just tighter and make them overlap each other. So a couple things I want to show you guys on the gutter to help you with cutting the gutter. Okay, so one thing you need to be careful with when you're actually cutting the gutter to make this corner is make sure there's no deflection in either the front or the back of the gutter when you're cutting it. So one easy way to do that is to just put in hangers as spacers, and then either put hangers with a clip on or just hold it together so that these two, the front and the back of the gutter, are parallel with each other. Because if they're twisted one way or the other, it'll change the way your speed square marks out the line on there. Another helpful tip is a lot of times it's hard to, if you're transcribing this, trying to be like a chop saw, cutting this thing. If you tip your head this way or this way, it really changes where that cut goes. So like if I'm tracing this thing out, I can go straight down, which is about right here. If I move my head this way, or if I move my head this way, I didn't even move my head very far, and look at how far my marks are apart. They're all over the place. So the easiest way to make sure you're doing a straight, looking straight down on the square, is to use the speed square as a guide. Draw a perpendicular line on the back of the gutter. Then you can line your head up with that line on the back, and then your head is straight up and down with your bottom of your gutter. So kind of just helps you get a nice clean cut the first time. We also have a template now that you guys can get from our store, starterraingutterbusiness.com. And it's just a paper template. You can throw it in and then make yourself a metal template with that temporary template makes it a little simpler to deal with if you guys want to try that out. So hopefully I explained some of these tips to where you guys could understand them, and hopefully they help you guys out. But if there's anything else you guys want to know, comment below, like the video, subscribe. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.